So as a former military man, it's amazing to me the arrogance that Peter Hegseth has. The report says that he's calling all of the top generals to Quantico because he's going to give him a presentation about the warrior ethos. So the guy who joined the National Guard, who was a major, did one tour, as far as I understand, is going to teach the generals who have dedicated over 30 years, 20 years, 40 years of service to the country, having a whole bunch of different conflicts. He is going to tell them what a warrior ethos is. That is fucking, those are some stones on that motherfucker. That is such a lack of self-awareness. Besides, when you look up this warrior ethos, it has values that are not aligned with, for example, the Army values. It leaves some of those values out. But the simple fact that you have somebody like Peter Hegseth wanting to teach warrior ethos to the generals, he's got to be drunk, man. I'm Alex. This is my rant, and I'm out.
The rumor mill's going wild about what Pete Hegseth is doing with hundreds of military generals at Marine Corps Base Quantico, and the truth is nobody actually knows except for Pete Hegseth and a few people at the Pentagon that haven't actually leaked it yet. We've heard that he's going to fire a bunch of generals. We've heard that he's going to play some sort of top general Squid Games. We've heard even from some people that say he's going to require an oath of loyalty from them, and others say it's just going to be a rah-rah, let's get behind old Hegseth whole motivational speaking thing. All I can tell you is that last one, I can't imagine taking motivational speaking from Pete Hegseth. What I do think is that the Pentagon has been talking about reducing the number of generals since about March or April, that they want to revamp what the General Corps and Admiral Corps looks like in the United States military. Now, are they going to bring these people in because they're the ones that support the president the most and Pete Hegseth the most, or are they bringing in the ones that don't support him? And that's going to be the answer to what's going to happen. If they're the ones that maybe have come out publicly to subordinates and said that they don't agree with what's going on, they're likely to be the ones getting fired. If they're the ones that have come out and publicly supported them, it's likely to be some motivational rah-rah fest, and that's it. But either way, Pete Hegseth pulling hundreds of generals to Quantico and publicly letting that knowledge get out there because, oh, WikiLeaks, that's what he does best. Well, guess what? That by itself is a risk. That right there puts all of these generals at risk. That right there puts the United States military at risk. Once again, at the hands of old Pete Hegseth. So what happens one way or another? He is currently putting the U.S. military at risk just by being in the position that he's in. The Secretary of Defense, by the way, not war.
Hey guys, listen, I don't know about you, but I was wildly pissed this week, really seriously angry, when I found out that Trump has created a draft executive order to create a warrior board. And that warrior board is supposed to go after